In recent years, the music industry has undergone a seismic shift, largely driven by the advent of streaming services. Platforms such as Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube Music have revolutionized the way we access and enjoy music, making it possible for listeners to explore an almost limitless array of genres and artists at the click of a button. This transformation has democratized music consumption, breaking down barriers that once limited the exposure of new and independent artists. However, while the benefits of streaming for consumers are undeniable, this technological advancement has also introduced significant challenges for musicians and artists. Streaming services have undeniably revolutionized the way we consume music. Platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube Music have made it easier than ever for listeners to discover new artists, explore diverse genres, and access a vast library of music from virtually anywhere in the world. This accessibility has democratized the music industry to some extent, giving independent and lesser-known artists a platform to reach a global audience without the need for traditional gatekeepers like radio stations and record labels. However, this democratization comes with significant drawbacks, particularly in terms of financial compensation for artists. As stated earlier, the Luminate Year-End Report for 2023 paints a stark picture. Nearly 180 million songs have fewer than 1,000 streams, and 80 million songs have 10 to 0 streams. This data reveals a harsh truth. While music is more accessible than ever, the majority of artists are not reaping financial rewards from this increased accessibility. The root of the problem lies in the streaming revenue model. Artists typically earn fractions of a cent per stream, which makes it incredibly difficult for most to generate meaningful income from streaming alone. For instance, on Spotify, artists earn between $0.003 and $0.005 per stream on average. This means that even if a song reaches 1,000 streams, an artist might earn only a few dollars. To make a substantial income, artists would need millions of streams, a milestone that only a small fraction of musicians achieve. This disparity highlights a fundamental issue in the music industry. The value generated by artists does not translate into equitable compensation. While streaming platforms and major record labels benefit immensely from the vast libraries of music they offer, the creators of this content, the artists, see only a tiny fraction of the revenue. The current model disproportionately benefits these intermediaries at the expense of the creators, leading to a situation where the economic benefits of the streaming revolution are not shared fairly. In addition to the challenges posed by streaming services, artists face unfavorable conditions when it comes to live performance contracts. Live Nation, one of the largest live entertainment companies in the world, has been heavily criticized for its contractual practices, which often lock artists into restrictive and financially burdensome deals. These contracts typically favor established, top-tier artists, leaving emerging musicians with limited opportunities and significant financial burdens. Live performance contracts with Live Nation often include clauses that severely restrict an artist's freedom. For instance, many contracts contain exclusivity clauses that prevent artists from performing at other venues within a certain geographic area or time frame. These restrictions can limit an artist's ability to book shows independently and generate additional income. Furthermore, Live Nation contracts often impose high fees on artists. These can include fees for venue rental, production costs, and marketing expenses, which are deducted from the artist's earnings. In many cases, artists are also required to share a significant portion of their merchandise sales with Live Nation, further reducing their potential income from live performances. For emerging artists who rely heavily on live shows to make a living, these financial demands can be crippling. The power imbalance created by such contracts exacerbates the financial insecurity faced by many musicians. Established artists with significant followings may be able to negotiate better terms, but for most, especially those just starting out, the terms offered by companies like Live Nation are non-negotiable. This model not only stifles artistic freedom, but also places a substantial financial strain on artists, making it difficult for them to sustain their careers. In 2024, Spotify CEO Daniel Ek made headlines with his deeply controversial statement, suggesting that the cost of creating content is close to zero. This comment, which was widely publicized and criticized, starkly reveals a fundamental disconnect between the executives of streaming platforms and the artists who fuel their businesses. X remarks not only trivialize the substantial investments required to produce music, but also perpetuate a damaging narrative that undermines the value of artistic work. X's assertion that creating music is nearly costless is profoundly misguided and dismissive of the real-world experiences of musicians, producers, and songwriters. The process of making music involves significant financial and personal investment. From purchasing instruments and recording equipment to renting studio space and hiring engineers, the costs can quickly add up. For example, high-quality recording equipment alone can cost thousands of dollars. Studio time, often essential for professional-grade recordings, can run hundreds of dollars per hour. These are just the financial costs, not accounting for the countless hours artists spend honing their skills, writing songs, and perfecting their craft. Moreover, the creation of music involves much more than just the physical act of recording. Songwriting, arranging, and producing are intricate processes that require a great deal of talent, time, and effort. Many artists also invest in education and training to develop their musical abilities, further adding to their costs. The notion that these efforts and expenditures amount to close to zero is not only inaccurate but also profoundly disrespectful to the artists who dedicate their lives to creating music. X comments also reflect a broader, troubling trend in the music industry: the commodification of music. By downplaying the costs and efforts associated with creating music, X perpetuates the idea that music is a low-value commodity, rather than a culturally and economically significant product. This perspective is dangerous because it undermines the importance of fair compensation for artists and contributes to the ongoing devaluation of their work. The backlash from the artistic community was swift and fierce. Musicians from various genres voiced their outrage, highlighting the disconnect between corporate executives and the realities faced by artists. The criticism centered on the fact that X comments reveal a lack of understanding and appreciation for the creative process. For artists, music is not just a product to be consumed. It is an expression of their identity, passion, and creativity. The financial struggles many musicians face are compounded by such dismissive attitudes from industry leaders who fail to acknowledge the true costs and efforts involved in music creation. GeoMelody is committed to addressing the fundamental issues in the music industry by providing a platform that values and fairly compensates artists. Unlike traditional streaming services, GeoMelody implements a revenue-sharing model that ensures artists receive a larger percentage of earnings from their music. This model is designed to reflect the true value of the creative work involved in music production, providing a sustainable income stream for musicians and artists. However, fair compensation is just one aspect of GeoMelody's mission. Our platform also focuses on enhancing artist discovery, fostering community, and leveraging cutting-edge technology to create a more dynamic and engaging music ecosystem. GeoMelody is designed to help artists, especially emerging ones, get discovered by new audiences. By using advanced algorithms and personalized recommendations, GeoMelody ensures that listeners are exposed to a diverse array of music, giving artists a better chance to reach potential fans. This discovery process is not just about finding new music, but also about re-socializing the experience of music consumption, bringing back the communal aspect of enjoying and sharing music. One of the key features of GeoMelody is its focus on developing a robust, two-way communication channel between fans and artists. Unlike traditional platforms where interaction is limited, GeoMelody encourages active engagement. Fans can directly support their favorite artists, participate in exclusive events, and even influence future projects. This direct line of communication helps build a loyal fan base and provides artists with valuable feedback and support. GeoMelody leverages the latest advancements in technology to enhance the music experience. Artificial intelligence, AI, is used to analyze listening habits and provide highly personalized music recommendations. This technology not only helps listeners discover new music, but also aids artists in understanding their audience better. Geocoding technology is another innovative feature of GeoMelody. It allows artists and fans to connect based on geographical location, making it easier to find local concerts, events, and fan meetups. This feature fosters a stronger sense of community, and provides artists with more opportunities to engage with their audience in person. The current music industry model is fraught with challenges, from inadequate streaming compensation to restrictive live performance contracts. Statements like those from Spotify CEO Daniel Ek, who suggested that artists should produce more content to earn a living, underscore the urgent need for a comprehensive reevaluation of how artists are valued and compensated. These issues reflect a broader systemic problem where the true value of music creation is often overlooked, leading to widespread dissatisfaction among artists who struggle to sustain their careers under these conditions. Iron Gate Records, through GeoMelody, is leading the charge in creating a fairer, more equitable industry that recognizes and rewards the true value of music creation. By focusing on key areas such as fair compensation, artist discovery, community engagement, and innovative technology, GeoMelody is actively transforming the music landscape for the better. Fair compensation ensures that artists are rewarded justly for their work, allowing them to focus on their craft without the constant financial pressure. Through enhanced artist discovery mechanisms, GeoMelody enables emerging talents to gain visibility and reach a broader audience, fostering a more inclusive and diverse music scene. Community engagement is at the heart of GeoMelody's mission, as building strong, supportive networks between artists, fans, and industry professionals creates a more resilient and vibrant music ecosystem. Innovative technology further supports this transformation by providing artists with the tools and platforms they need to succeed in a rapidly changing industry. From advanced analytics to streamlined distribution channels, GeoMelody leverages technology to empower artists and enhance their ability to connect with their audience. In conclusion, the music industry is at a pivotal moment, and GeoMelody stands as a beacon of positive change. By addressing the systemic issues that have long plagued the industry and championing the true value of music creation, GeoMelody is paving the way for a more sustainable and artist-friendly future. This commitment to fairness and innovation not only benefits the artists, but also enriches the entire musical landscape, ensuring that the power of music can continue to thrive and inspire for generations to come.